This is the 2022 Ford Mustang GT. We're gonna do a POV look at this thing. I love it, and the reason why, this is like the Spider-Man car. It's got blue exterior, we've got some black highlights, and look at this, hold on, look at this. Showstopper red interior. We've got our reds, our blues, our black highlights with some carbon fiber. This is definitely Spider-Man's ride. Let's take a POV look at this vehicle and why I think it rocks. Now this is the 401A version of the Mustang GT, and it's got the GT Performance Package. So we do have this absolutely gorgeous split spoke wheel, and we've got 19-inch Pirelli P0s, and it's going to be a summer rated tire. So this thing is incredible. Some things you might just be able to see. We've got 6-piston calipers with our Brembo brakes on top of that. Now, a few other things. We've got our 5-liter badge, and along the side, we've got this nice black lid there, which is plastic. Nice feel, and a few other things. I love this white stripe, like the white stripe over the top, all the way down throughout. The color is growing on me the more and more I see it. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, a few things about this thing. Like I said, it's got the GT Performance Package, so things that you can see would be these wheels. We've got some things going on at the front end, but then even underneath the vehicle. So, taking a peek, we've got K-braces, we've got a few other things specifically underneath. There's some unique e-pass, so chassis tuning, and a few other things specifically for some off-road performance. But overall, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I just want to show you the interior of this thing for a second. Like, take a peek at this. Absolutely love this thing. But looking at the door for a quick second. So because of the vehicle that we're in, we do have intelligent access, which means that we can push this in order to lock the door just right on the outside. We can slide our hand in order to unlock, and that's as long as we've got the key fob on us. But taking a peek along the side, we've got this gorgeous red highlight matching what's going on with the interior there. On the seat, we've got this beautiful red-black stitching. It's kind of contrasted one to the other, which is definitely amazing. Along the door, you might just be able to make it out, but we do have some ambient light. So ambient light there and our cup holders and a few other spots, just to give us that more kind of beautiful look. And we do have welcome lighting inside of this thing. Along the door, we do have some seat memory buttons, which is great. We do have the option of folding or adjusting our side view mirrors and then window up and down. Tiny little bit of storage space along the door itself. And because this is the premium, I mentioned we do have the outside lights, but we do have our Mustang scuff plate there. So we've got our beautiful pony look. The seats themselves, they might be power, might be manual, just depending on the trim level of the vehicle that you're in. But at the very minimum, we can go forwards, backwards, up and down. We can adjust our lumbar support, and then we can use this in order to bring the seat forwards and backwards as necessary. Get to that back seat in a second. Just to the left-hand side of the steering wheel, we've got a series of other options. So this one here is going to let us turn on our fog lamps. We can adjust what's going on with our running lamps, increase or decrease the brightness of the cluster screen. And then we've got this little hidden component. So compartment, which is neat, so not a lot of people actually know about this thing. It's kind of nice, and then we've also got a trunk release there. The steering wheel itself is going to be a manual telescoping, so the telescoping part is just on the left-hand side of the wheel. So just kind of make it out there, and down. These things are going to be the fully removable trays. So thermoplastic rubber tray directly from the factory. We've got our pony badge there. And we do also have this little lever. We're just gonna pull that. We'll get to the interior in a second. Let's take a peek underneath the hood of this bad boy. Absolutely love this thing. We've got our hood scoops along the very top there. Nice look. And then moving forward. So, gorgeous, look at this pony. Beautiful pony there inside of this black honeycomb grille. It just pops and looks really nice. We do have the option for the ice white package or the stealth package in the 2022 model, which just gives it such a unique look. But opening up the hood, I'm just going to shift this off to the left, and up she goes. All right, now, we do have a few different options for the Mustang that are available. This is obviously the GT, so we've got our 5-liter V8 engine. We do have the option for the 2.3-liter EcoBoost. There's the EcoBoost High Performance Package. And then we've got the Mach 1, which has slightly more power than the GT would. You've also got the GT 500, the Mustang Electric, etc. So a lot of different options, but inside of this thing, absolutely gorgeous. That I did mention, so you actually can't see it whatsoever, but we've got the larger radiator inside of the GT Performance Package, which is going to help keep this bad boy a little bit cooled for improved performance. We've got this black strut tower brace. It's painted. Nice metallic feel there. We've got this gorgeous Mustang GT badge along the top, 5-liter V8 badge along the actual cover. We can easily top up fluids as necessary there. But again, this thing, absolutely amazing, and it's so nice that we've got different options for the different engines and things like that inside of the Mustang. Now, another thing, this one is the fastback version of the vehicle, and we know it's the fastback because it's not a convertible, because we are either going to be a convertible or the fastback, which means that we've just got that hard roof instead. But overall, this thing does look fairly sharp. A few different options for the gas. One thing to point out with the fuel itself, regular 87 gas is all you need to use in the EcoBoost, the GT, as well as the Mach 1. You're going to ideally though, 89 or a 91 will give you improved performance because the horsepower and torque specs that we were looking at underneath the hood are achieved using a premium fuel. Now, as we hop inside, so I mentioned this thing technically does have a back seat. Good luck getting back there. Like, I'm 6 feet tall and there is no way I'm comfortably fitting in the back seat there. If you've got kids or people that drew the short straw though, they might be able to get back there okay. One cool thing is that we do have the option of folding these seats down though. So let's kind of move this bad boy forward. And we do have a little tab right along the back. So we're just gonna pull that in order to fold the seats down. So very, very straightforward to do. Flip that back up. And then we do also have, let's get my bottle out of the way there. We do also have our tether system. So we've got our latches, so anchors, tethers, etc. So front-facing, rear-facing car seats will be able to fit inside of this thing, no problem. But like I said, not a ton of space in that second row. So if you've got kids that you don't necessarily, or people that you don't necessarily like, you could shove them back there if you want to. The seat itself, you can hear that. So we are going to be a four-way adjust. So we can lift this thing up and then we can also move this thing forward to get a little bit more of a comfortable head position there. But hopping inside, so nice, so nice. Beautiful look. We do have this like carbon fiber feel along a good part of the dash. So we can see there, it kind of moves across the dash into our Mustang badge along the top. We've got that red stitching that we saw on the door carried through the dash. We've got our Bang & Olufsen badge along the very top there, because this thing does have the optional B&O sound system because of the package we're in. We've got our gauges along the front, Sync 3 media screen, and when we fire this bad boy up, listen to this. So nice. Hold on, I gotta do this. So nice. Amazing. Now, this media screen, we're still on Ford Sync 3 media screen, which means that we've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. They will be wired, but we've got as an option, the option for factory navigation and a number of other things. But if you want a fuller walk around on the media screen, steering wheel, cluster, etc., check down below because I've put together some crazy comprehensive videos. But looking at some basics, 10-speed automatic or 6-speed manual transmission. We do have a few options there. We've got heated and ventilated seats just because of the package that we're in. Old school, we still do have a CD player, some basics for our climate control, and a series of different toggle switches. So we can turn on our four-way blinkers, traction control, and then we also do have here, let me get this steering wheel out of your way a little bit, but check this out. So as we move these shifters with these toggle switches up and down, we can go through different modes. So we've got our normal, sport, and then our comfort mode. And then for our different drive modes along the left side there, we've got our normal, sport, we've got my mode, so you can create your own unique mode if you want to. Sport mode, track, drag, strip, back to our sport, and then normal mode. So a lot of different modes that are available, which are going to change up the complete dynamics of the ride. We've got a USB power point, we've got a 12-volt power point, with our shifter there, park, reverse, neutral, drive into our sport mode. Like I mentioned, we do have the option for the 6-speed manual transmission instead. We do have our manual manual emergency brake. We've got a few cup holders there, an armrest that also does have a few USB ports. So a USB port as well as a 12-volt power point. The wheel itself is amazing, functions amazing, feels amazing, looks amazing. We've got our pony badge right along the middle. We've got a series of options for either increasing, decreasing the volume. Oh, let's actually do an audio test. Let's change it to a station that might be playing music. Oh no, okay, hold on. Got a couple more we can go to. So we can actually tune out this way if we want to, or we can just press the voice command prompt on the steering wheel. Probably should have just done that first. All right, here we go, and let's crank this. So nice. It sounds absolutely amazing. Great sound overall. Pad on the right-hand side is going to let us figure out what's going on with that cluster screen. We've got our mode in order to change out songs, radio stations. We've got a basic settings button, and then we've got a pony mode, which is going to let you change out the exhaust. So if you've got the active valve exhaust, you can change out the sound of it. But listen to this for a second. So absolutely beautiful sound. Like I said, if you want a fuller walk around on how all this stuff works, check down below for that. But I love the way that this thing sounds and the way that this thing looks. Absolutely beautiful. Because we are in the 10-speed automatic, we've got our paddle shifters there, but great look overall. We've got an auto-dimming rearview mirror, basic controls for our cabin lights. We've got our home link system there, so if we've got a garage door opener at home, we've got a vanity mirror with some lights there as well. But overall, this thing looks absolutely beautiful. Now let's take a peek at a few other things. I still can't get over that like carbon fibery type of look there. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so like I mentioned, we can also press this button there if we wanted to be able to get into the trunk, but along the back side here, we could also push the button here. So there's a button right underneath. We just push that and up she goes. So quite a little bit of space in the back here, which is a nice thing. As you can see there, so we do have a regular cloth floor mat. So we've got the option for those thermoplastic rubber trays instead. We've got a woofer in the back, and then we also do have our tire inflator kit. Now, tire inflator kit is going to be optional. Well, it's actually going to be standard. We've got a mini spare tire as an option, depending on how the rest of the vehicle is configured. Because this one's got the GT Performance Pack, you can't get the mini spare tire in this thing from the factory. So if you wanted a mini spare, you'd have to do something aftermarket. But overall look and style of this thing is absolutely incredible. I do love the GT Performance Pack and the Active Valve exhaust. It's just unbelievable. But that was a quick look at the 2022 Ford Mustang GT. I got like a little hamburger on my head from this like head strap I was using. But that was a quick look at this vehicle. What did you think? Honestly, like the Spider-Man car, this thing looks amazing, or I guess you could say like America, because we got our red, whites, and blues there as well. But if you guys have any questions though, let me know. Drop down in the comments section below. More than willing to talk you through any issues that you may be having. We can bounce ideas off of each other if you're thinking of a Mustang. If you're in Ontario, reach out to me. Let's do a collaboration. We can meet up. If you've got a cool car, if you're part of a dealer group that you want to see some videos, reach out to me and let me know. I'd be more than surprised at what I'm willing to do. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Here or there. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your social networks. Until I see you next time, take care.